Okay, I have made it like a vortex at the bottom and top. So this is one, this is two, and this is three coils that I have in here. And this is shaped around a stainless steel ferromagnetic bowl, hollow, and this is copper wire with the coating on it. And this is a thick gauge copper wire. Yeah, so I'm just waiting for my oscillator and capacitor. See what I get out of it, and motor driver, electric motor driver. The vortex is localized within the central. These are vortexes. The central here, and the central here is a vortex, and it loops back for the hollow open clearance gap, so it actuates it to move it this way or this way in the air to self-suspend this steel bowl. Yeah, that's how it is. It's shaped. I try to shape it up like an apple. I could spun the whites into a feather, two feathers, and stuff like that. It is what it is. Okay, so what I did was, I did a gate at first, and what I did is loop the threading, the coil upward and downward to two rings that are in the central. So one ring was here, and another ring is here. And after I looped it through up and down to make it like a zigzag, straight up and down, straight up and down, straight up and down, so that the Hall effect may face this way. So when it faces this way, it actuates it either upwardly, exert upwardly, or the Hall effect causes it to turn. So being that the Hall effect is phasing this way, it will try to actuate it either up or down. Now, I have also placed another coil, which is the white one you see right here, and I wrapped it around, phased it from the bottom, and wrapped it around, all around in the circles like a helix coil. So I have it going, flowing through here, while I have the zigzag up and down, linking these two rings together that is in the central. There's a stainless steel sphere in the back of it, a hollow stainless steel sphere. It's like a mirror stainless steel sphere. It reflects like a mirror. I put a capacitor, which is like a coin battery, in central there, and that was for one set of the coin battery. It's welded, it should be welded to two. So I have that on the top of the metal bond of the stainless steel. I'm going to phase that with another charge. I'm going to phase it with a Hall effect coil sense, and with the Hall effect coil, I'm also going to use the phase wire to plug in. So I can also have synchronous wireless power charging. I'm going to use a coin battery charger to charge that, which is a very small module I have. And I'm going to use capacitors to drive these, and an oscillator, an acoustic oscillator to drive the coils at high velocity. The coils that I have, the capacitor that I have, is like 450 volts. So I'm going to add that to here. I'm also drive the oil, the battery, the capacitive battery charger. I do want to link the copper wires. I have these coated in these PVC, but it's still magnetized. I'm going to add I don't have to add iron wire because I already have iron in here. And this is the magnetic flux, no flux is central. However, but I could use plastic around this circuit, like in electrics, and I could drive it by a 3-cycle carbon acid battery driver. So I could drive the electrons to the center to make a permanent magnet electrostatic emitter. And I could coat first to apply the application of first create the mold, drop this in the mold pit so it's up to the rim, leaving the phase wires out. And then what I could do is I can apply the plastic on it. First class, apply the electrolyte, which is the actual aluminum tape around it to make it, look spherical, whatever. However, and then I can add the plastic melt, the polymer plastic melt to create a permanent electrostatic emitter. And then I can add all the rest of the modules like a 4-phase MOSFET. I got the coin batteries. I could use a toroidal transformer. I could use a 1K resistor, and I could drive it by a capacitor. That will give me 100 PNP will give me like 120 volts. So I convert the 1.7 to 120 volts, or I could convert the 3 volts into 120 volts or 240 volts, and then I could send that 240 volts to the 450 volts of the capacitor, and that would be connected to the phase, or the 100. How can I say? I could use the driver, the acoustic driver, which is actually oscillator. And how can I induce the currents is, first I'm going to check it with a melted bond. The second thing what I'm going to do is try to put a Hall effect sensor local to it so that I may increase the flux and the magnetic flux density synchronous charge. When I do apply the plastics and coat over all these wires and to create an electrostatic emitter, that will flux the density of the sub element as far as the copper wire, and increase the flux and transfer the energy back to the electrics, and electrics back to the iron. And that in the coil electrical anyway, as far as the helix solenoid, the Hall effect sense, so it stays suspended. However, this looks like a cherry bomb or actually a pineapple. So a cherry bomb pineapple kind of configuration. Then I have the Hall effect coil there, the green, and I'm gonna phase these over with DC. My name is Raymond. Goodbye.